Today we're going to talk about the Airstream Basecamp. There are two optional tents for the Basecamp, one for the rear and one for the side. You can buy both tents or just one. And when you're putting the tents up, you want to start with the rear tent first and then put the side tent on. There are also a couple dealer prep items that need to be done before you actually go out on the road. So we're going to talk about those as well. The first one is on the track at the top. There's an insert on there. This needs to be taken out so the keeper of the tent will slide into that track. So what they do is they'll take this piece right here and they'll take it out of the track. Now this goes to the front and around the rear of the trailer. They'll take that out so the tents can slide in there. There's also snaps that need to be installed for the tent to hook to the trailer with. The dealer will install these when you buy the tent, and they're going to be about 4 or 5 of these along the back and the side of the tent. The rear tent's going to come in 2 bags. The first bag is going to have the tent itself. The second bag is going to have 1 fiberglass pole, 3 metal poles for the top, a set of instructions on how to set up the tent, and some drawstrings for your stakes. The first thing we're going to do is take the nylon cord on the tent and feed it into the track. While one person feeds it into the track, the other person will take the pull strap and pull it around the rear of the trailer. After we have the tent installed into the track, we're going to take our standard fiberglass tent pole. We're going to slide it into this black track that's on the back of the tent, and then we're going to use the small hole on the corner piece, and the big hole is for your support bars that go from the ground up. After we have the fiberglass pole installed, we're going to have somebody hold it on the outside, and then another person is going to go on the inside. And they're going to take this pole and they're going to slide it out this pocket here, and they're going to clip it right on the fiberglass pole. Once we have it clipped on the fiberglass pole, we're going to slide it into the pocket at the trailer side of the tent and then tighten it out and lock it down with this locking screw. Once we have all 3 roof bars in place, we're going to take the corner post, put it into the corner here, and then we're going to come down here and insert it into the eyelet of the strap. After you have it into the eyelet strap, we can take these little snaps here, these hooks, and hook them right onto the pole itself. Then we can take our stakes. We have 8 stakes for the rear tent. We can put them in these straps and then take a hammer and tighten these down to the ground. There's also drawstrings that we can hook our poles to as well, or stakes to as well. After we have our stakes in place, we can take our skirt, you take your eyelet, you pass it over the fastener and you twist to lock it in place. There's one in the middle and one on each side. And then there's these tightening strings here on each side that we could tighten this skirt nice and tight up against the trailer. After we have our skirt in place, we want to take our suction cups and tighten the tent to the trailer. Keep in mind on the other side we have a vent. We want to make sure we don't cover the vent up with the tent. We also have these undercarriage straps. We want to hook those on the skid plates and pull tight, but don't over tighten. We just want to keep it snug. Now that we have the rear tent installed, we can install the side tent. We're going to take the nylon cord and we're going to insert it in the exact same place we did as the rear tent, but slide it in the opposite direction. The side tent has 2 features that the rear tent doesn't have. The skirting has a cutout for the wheel and the step. So we want to take the skirting and tuck it up over the wheel. And then there's a Velcro pocket here on the step. We separate the Velcro and insert it around the step. There are some warnings when setting up your tent. You want to make sure that you do not set your tent up on very rocky ground that could damage the fabric of the tent. And you also don't want to be in any low areas where water can pull underneath the tent. When you're done camping for the season or for that weekend, you want to make sure you dry out the tents completely before storing them.